So today is March 8th, 2022. It's been at least a week since we've seen each other, if not more, not 2 weeks. I don't know if that's right. Maybe a week and a half. There's so much that's moving, like literally and figuratively and energetically. Like a lot of us have actually made physical moves in this time frame, starting March 1st in new homes. And from what I've been hearing, that's part of it, right? Like that's part of the new timeline, is like literally physically moving. Moving things, moving energy, purging, streamlining. What else? There was something that was recently posted. Let me think where it was. I might not be able to find it easily. Let's see. I know for myself that I came back from Utah at the end of January, like on a spiritual high. I was so connected to source. I was so clean. I was so open. I was so free. And then immediately felt like I was drop kicked into finding a place to live, finding a place for my cats to be, and then the physical act of moving. So I feel like I've been really pulled into the like moving matrix and the 3D on a daily basis. And all of the practices that I know to do that keep my vibration high have pretty much gone out the window. Like, haven't been meditating in the morning, haven't been meditating in the evening, haven't been clearing my energy. Like occasionally I'll clear my energy. Mostly it's Eric who will like sage and clear energy before we go to bed. Haven't been pulling cards, haven't been really even wearing my jewelry or crystals, like none of it. And I'm like, what is that? Like, this is the time when it would be beneficial to pull on all of my tools right now. And I haven't. So that's something to look at. Like it ties back to me of earlier conversations we've had about distractions and how like this lower vibrational energy is like it tries to get however it can get you. And when you're caught up in the day-to-day living of this human existence, of things that are demanded or required of us, the same way that high vibration hops on a current of energy, low vibration hops on a current of energy. And I just listened to this this Abraham Hicks. Hi Jennifer, there you are. This Abraham Hicks thing this morning, and she starts with like, we're a vibrational being. We are vibration. So like if we don't manage or check our vibration or like influence our vibration, we're just going to take on the vibration of whatever it is. What else do I have to say? So I'm DJing tonight. The theme is raise the vibration, as it always is. And I haven't even done the dance parties in the park. And the last one I did was February 5th. And something about the frequency of love, like that's how I've worded it, is raise the vibration, frequency of love. So I'm going to share this one thing, and then I would love to hear from what else would like to share. 1 second. Sorry. Here it is. So this is what I said about tonight, and this applies to us as well. Are your groovalicious desires being met? The cosmic playground has been grooving, putting on cosmic grooves at Green Lake, right on the walking path, infusing love and joy to all who dance by. And of course, impromptu dance breaks for immediate groovy vibes. My personal form of activism is to raise the vibration, spread love, spread joy. One of the best and most effective ways to do this is dance. Move your body, let yourself get lost in music. Tap into the frequency of love. Love is who we are. It's where we came from. It's truly all there is, and it's all connected. Love is source, source is love. The destiny of this planet is unity consciousness. Many old structures are being dismantled, and this is not without certain dramas. Whatever is happening in the world, invite the energy of peace and unity consciousness into your day. Trust universe, trust source. Focus love into every situation, into everyone, into all moments to shift the experience. All humans have this power. Love is our superpower. Love is the reality you desire. Turn toward love. Tap into the frequency of love. Choose love. Raise the vibration. It's a love thing. And I talk about the music I'm playing tonight. So I'm presencing that as a return to love.
Well, the astrology this week is a lot to do with love, and that love is really the only thing to attach yourself to. And to deprogram from everything you've been programmed and just attach yourself to the love, because everything's going to fade away and you're going to have to start over again. New timeline. You know, we're all having to cleanse ourselves and remove what doesn't work and deprogram everything we've been shoved down our throats for the last whatever many years. And we all have to just focus on the fear. The things that we're fearful of right now also are the things that we should be going towards, because those will give you the greatest rewards and the greatest amount of doors opening for you. And self to love the whole way, you know, even when you're afraid, attach yourself to the love, go through the fear, open that door and experience whatever it is that you thought would be so scary, you know?
Yeah. So when you say attach yourself to love, what does that look like to you personally? And I'd like us all to kind of answer that.
For me, I would say that it would be anything that raises my vibration, anything that is cohesive with my inner child, anything that is a blessing to me from the divine, anything that makes me smile and want more of it in a good way that's healthy for me, you know. I would say that is attaching myself to love.
Awesome. Who else would like to answer that?
I guess continuing on that message of stepping into that which brings up fear, leaving my marriage and my suburban home and my kids and all the weight that was in there too, all the lack of authenticity or opportunity for authenticity on my end, shedding all of that allowed me to bring in the blessing of this apartment, which has been so divinely guided. It's kind of ridiculous, all of the blessings that have come in from this place. And even the people that showed up Friday to cleanse and bless it, the party we had, and the moving, 12 people showed up to help me move. And then we had a beautiful potluck and party and housewarming, and it was just incredible. All people like us, all spiritual, lovely, in tune people who could break out of light language any minute, and that's cool, you know. Yeah. So all of that. And so, I'm working through my fear right now of being able to continue to afford it. The money that got me this place was divinely guided blessings. And so leaning into the faith that that will continue, because I have the proof that it can and does happen. And so attaching myself to love, for me really shows up as reminding myself and understanding that we're all souls having our experience. So we're all the same, and all experiences either are divinely guided and therefore divinely supported, or they can fuel my evolution if I choose to allow them to. And so no matter what, there is the opportunity for growth and evolution, connection and expansion everywhere in all things and interactions. I do have an update from a larger sense outside of my own life that I think will be interesting to this group. The beginning of last month, I noticed that my crown chakra changed. It was no longer a circle, it's now a pyramid made of tiny golden triangles with a pyramid of clear quartz on top. And then there's like this rectangular lantern with like glass sides and a gold frame. And then an inverted pyramid of the same tiny gold triangles, and then like open triangles. And then a clear quartz crystal on the bottom as well. And it's up here. And when I connect to my highest self through the crown or the soul star chakra, the top crystal lights up, and then I call in source light, source dark, source unity in equal measure. And then the lantern lights up, and all of the triangles like shift and get bigger and become this bigger thing. And then the smaller triangle beams that trinity into my being, and then expands throughout the being and the aura field. So I noticed it, it's great and I love it, but like, what is that? Why? And so I had a session with Amy Biondini, who some of you know. She's incredible. And she said she's seeing a lot of star seeds whose crown chakras and other chakras too, but generally beginning with the crown, are changing, and they're reverting to their original form from when we were galactic beings. And I checked another client yesterday who is a star seed, and hers also had changed. For her, it was more like this flowered headdress. There were red roses here, and then yellow flowers here, and then these sprays of golden, I don't know what you call them, this golden sprays coming out. So they'll look different depending on your star family of origin. So be aware and on the lookout for that. That's a shift that's happening for star.
Can I add to that?
Go ahead, and then I'll add.
So I had a very similar experience, and this is what I wrote down. I wrote down that this change allows to receive more light code, more code in general, to be able to take on more light. So it's like a light code thing, or at least it was for me.
I can see that.
And I want to just tell you, in the astrology, what you just said gave me chills, because I was studying the astrology, and one thing that kept coming up was we're remembering where we came from. So if we're star beings and light beings, then we would be remembering our original form of our crown chakra. And that's maybe what you're reverting back to, is the original form of what it is like in the 5D or wherever else we are. And another thing too that kept coming up was butterflies. When you see butterflies, that's a signal that you're in the divine and everything's good. And it's because a butterfly is like us. It's going through the transformation of turning in from a caterpillar into this beautiful creature with wings that can fly, you know? So that was one of the things that stood out in the astrology too, is when you see butterflies, right now anyway, like pay attention, it means you're on the right path. And that, you know, the crown chakra thing is just possibly we're just remembering where we came from.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. We're going back to our origins in order to more powerfully serve our purpose, because this is why we incarnated now.
Exactly.
I would like to add my experience. Yes, actually this past week I've been implementing like morning ritual and evening ritual where I spend time with myself, nurturing myself, and connecting with my guides. And I've been doing that, and my guides were like really proud of me. They're like, yes, keep going, keep going. And yes, last night I didn't get a visual image of what my crown chakra looked like when it's going through some kind of transformation, but I did feel like tingling sensation around my crown chakra. And I'm like, whoa, what is this? So I'm glad that you said that, Gina, about your crown chakra.
Yeah, and that's exactly what my client described. She sent me a picture of herself, like pointing like right here.
Yeah.
She felt tingling.
Yeah.
And that could be something else, but it could also be the shift happening. So pay attention.
Yeah.
And also I want to mention that other chakras may change too. So
Right.
don't be surprised if it suddenly looks different. I had come in the throat chakra, but then I had an upper throat chakra come in, and that was about channeling. So this is speaking my truth. This is speaking the truth of my higher self and or others. And then eventually they merged, and Amy helped with that as well. So now my throat chakra is like this big.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're no longer separated. So just be aware, notice, allow, as long as it's of your highest good.
Awesome. This is very exciting to hear all of this. I gave myself a crown, a flower crown. Yeah, I did. My soul sister Christine was over helping me pack and clean and paint before I moved out of the old place. And we did a hape together. And it's a different experience when someone serves you hape than when you serve yourself hape, always. And the variety that I used, but especially like when she did it, was like, it instantly hit me and my whole freaking body was vibrating. My hands, like everything, like there was so much energy. So it makes sense. And I think my body was really craving connecting to that energy as well. So now that I'm in the new place and mildly settled, I've got to clear the garage a little bit more so that Eric can park his car in there again. But when I think of attaching myself to love, it's kind of all of the above of what you've all said but it really is connecting to my breath and to my heart center. And then to me, that is connection to source. And so, and a remembering of like when I said in that, what I read you of like, choose love. Again, that's been since the beginning really, but since the beginning of 2020 and this whole situation that we're in, that we've chosen to participate in and experience, that that it was about keeping the vibration high and choosing love over fear. It's really that simple. And so when the fear comes up, but it's not like, that was part of my post this morning, was like, when I get pulled down by fear, may I be love. I don't know how it's worded.
There was I'll just interject a real quick thing. There was a famous somebody who made a quote one time that said something to the effect of, I'm paraphrasing, you could spend your time being miserable, or you could spend your time being happy. It's up to you. They both take the same amount of energy, so that's always really powerful. It's like, let's just spend the time loving. Takes the same amount of energy as it does hating, to hate everybody,
Right.
and just go on with our lives.
Well, it actually takes less energy than hate. Honestly, hate you got to really generate. So this was, can I just share the sentence? I found the phrase, please. When despair clouds my vision, may I see love, feel love, radiate love, receive love. When fear immobilizes my body, may I see love, feel love, radiate love, receive love. When loneliness seeps into my joints, may I see love, feel love, radiate love, receive love. When anger constricts my heart, may I see love, feel love, radiate love, receive love. May I see love, may I feel love, may I radiate love, may I receive love. May we see love, may we feel love, may we radiate love, may we receive love. That's it, right? It has me touching my heart even. It's like, yes, like, let me see it. Let me see it everywhere I go. Let me see source everywhere I go.
It's like the meta prayer.
Like, let me see love everywhere I go. Let me see source. Let me feel it. Let me feel source and everywhere, everyone. May I radiate it out and have it return to me multiplied. And when it returns to me multiplied, may I be able to receive it. Wow.
I always like to envision myself walking through life through a kaleidoscope, and where every place is a different shade of colors and magic and illusions and truths. But, I'm the perceptor of it all. So, but it makes life more fun for me, because I tend to get very bored in life, and the reality of life annoys me. I like creativity and I like imagination. So I always feel like I'm walking through a world where there's just colors everywhere, and I get to kind of paint my room or my circumstances, whatever I feel like I want to do. I don't know if that helps anybody else as they're walking through life, but that's kind of what I've always done.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I view you as a soul that holds the light for others, like your presence here, just being here, whether you're intentionally or unintentionally guiding your consciousness, you're helping. That's what I get from you, Jennifer. I wanted to just share a couple of things when you say, what is love? I had to step back and really examine what unity consciousness is. Particularly, I've been asked to ramp up what it is that I do and work on transformations of things that in 3D or that I've been conditioned to are scary or off-putting or whatever. And I have to say that I spent 3 days just working on unity consciousness and came out so much better a light worker, so much more confident in the understanding that the very, very smallest component of stardust is unity consciousness, and stardust is in everything. Therefore, unity consciousness is in everything. And so seeing that, no matter visually, because I see when I go in, to be able to see past ugly or what I've been trained to view as negative, and to see that even the tiniest spark of light, to be able to truly with an open heart and a loving heart transmute, has been a great blessing. But because there's so much going in the universal consciousness right now, I have found it really necessary to do a lot of self-healing, like the Steve Noble. He's got those videos, and thank you for sharing that, Julie. I just did one yesterday that I'll recommend. and it's the black flame, angelic black flame, which I'd never done before,
Yeah,
to
I've done
help
that
purge.
once.
Yeah, that's a good one. Anyway, that's my addition to your question of what is love.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's got a new one that I just shared this morning. I don't remember where I shared it, but I think I shared it on Cosmic Playground, and I might have shared it in the Collective Creation, but I will as well. Because I was like, okay, what do I know to do to shift my energy? Let me listen to some meditations and some rampages, and let me declare some stuff. And I'm gonna sage in the house when I get off this, and then play some music for tonight as I'm still working on my set and dance.
Let's sage the window. Send it out when you're saging.
Yeah, I'll open the windows and the
Yeah.
doors.
Open the windows.
Yeah, exactly. That people make that mistake all the time. They sage, but then they like leave everything closed. It's like, well, it's just hanging out with you then. It's not on your body, but it's still in your space.
Yeah.
So do we want to do a little something? Do we want to tap into love? Do we want to?
Yeah, let's send peace out. This notion that for people to be able to find within their personal reserve that inner peace, so that they don't get so caught up to all of the drama that's happening in 3D.
And their inner love.
Good one, yeah.
So I have an idea. Let's pass the baton. So on my screen, I have Cynthia, then myself, then Gina, then Jennifer, then Christina. And I would like, Cynthia, for you to start us off. And then you say, and I pass it on, or you could say I'm complete. And then I'll go. And then when I'm done, I'll pass it on, and then Gina can go. And then Gina passes it to Jennifer, and then Jennifer passes it to Christina. How's that sound?
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds fun, right?
All right. Let's all just close our eyes for a moment and breathe deeply, deeply into our own heart, and see that heart not as the typical green of that chakra, but as a beautiful violet light. And see that light slowly spin and turn into a lotus flower. And as it spins, that chakra opens up, creating a vortex of violet light that in turn spins all of our chakras into balance. And that beautiful violet light shoots from our heart deep into the heart of Mother, connecting us there and up through our crown chakra to source itself. So we are grounded perfectly in unity consciousness. I'm complete.
So I am pulling out my tuning forks, the heart chakra tuning fork and 528 hertz, but I invite you to put your hands on your heart. Breathe into it. Take another deep breath into your heart space. Feel it filling your hands, radiating up your arms, swirling within your body, down your feet, out the top of your head. It's beautiful, unconditional love energy, love frequency, love vibration. We hold our heart knowing that this is when we're touching our hearts, we are touching Source. For we are an extension of Source. We are an expression of Source. Source is all there is. Love is all there is. Love is who we are. It's where we came from. Now I'm going to strike the 528 hertz. That is the solfeggio frequency, also known as the love frequency. Hopefully you can hear it. but it doesn't matter because I'm intending it for you anyway. So this is what we sound like. 528 hertz. If we are love, this is what we sound like. Now I'm going to do the 13610. This is the heart chakra one. Sending it out to you. I'm also on behalf of the collective going to put it right on my heart. Feeling it vibrate. And then one more time, I'm going to do this one and breathe it in. On behalf of the collective, I'm breathing in this frequency. It's going everywhere breath goes, catching that current of breath, of oxygen, into the bloodstream, into the cells, into the organs, into the bones. And then the one last time, I'm going to do the same with 528 hertz. May I see love. May I feel love. May I receive love. May we know love. And so it is. Handing off to you, Gina.
Returning your focus into the heart center, seeing both the violet light and the green heart chakra light. Returning the awareness to the shaft of violet and green light that goes straight down through the body, into the earth's crust, into the earth star chakra, past the earth star chakra straight into Mother Gaia, the core of the planet, affirming this solid, powerful inflow and outflow of energy. And floating up now from Mother Gaia through the purple and green shaft back into the earth star chakra, and noticing that it is connected and enmeshed with the earth grid, the crystalline grid that is just a few feet under the surface of the earth. And taking in a long, slow breath, charging up the earth star chakra full of the green and violet love energy. On a long, slow exhale, send that energy out through the grid as a matrix, sending love, underpinning all parts of the earth. Long, slow inhale in, filling with love, filling the earth star chakra, charging it up with the love energy. And again, on a long, slow exhale, sending it out through the matrix, through the grid, further and further outside your house, outside your town. Long, slow inhale, charging, filling, concentrating that energy in the earth star chakra. Long, slow exhale, spreading the frequency out around your city, maybe even connecting now with the energy of those in this group, live and watching later. Long, slow inhale in. Continuing to send it out now with your exhale, reaching further past your state, throughout the country, and even further under the ocean. Long, slow inhale, charging, concentrating, gathering. Last exhale, sending the purple and green energy all the way around the planet, and returning to natural breath. Noticing now that there's a vibration of love that is under every foot, every meter, every kilometer of the planet on which buildings and cities are being built, just under the feet of people walking and sitting and living. Naturally, gently, easily, gracefully raising the vibration of everyone moving just above the surface of the earth. Those in tall buildings feel the shift as well. Returning the awareness back into the heart, still glowing with ultraviolet and green light. And lifting up out of the body with this light, past the crown chakra into the soul star chakra, your divine self, all that you ever have been and will be. And noticing that that is connected with the astral grid, all that is above, that wraps the earth in a protective external layer. Long, slow inhale in, concentrating that purple and green energy into the soul star chakra. And on your exhale, sending it out through the grid, far and wide, reaching already outside your town, into the neighboring cities and towns. Long, slow inhale, concentrating, gathering in, drawing more unending, unconditional love. And exhale, send it further out, across the state, across North America. Long, slow inhale, gathering, drawing in. There's more than enough love for this and more. Long, slow exhale all the way across the northern and southern hemispheres on our half of the planet. All parts of the planet that are in daylight. Long, slow inhale. Gathering more and more into the soul star chakra. Long, slow exhale, sending it out now into the grid over all parts of the planet that are in night. Returning to natural breath. Noticing the frequency both above and below. Love sandwich, and we're the mayo. Or Miracle Whip, whatever you prefer.
I was just going to say, unless you don't like mayo, then we're whatever whatever juicy sauce you like.
Absolutely. And dropping, floating gently now down out of the soul star chakra, back in through the top of the head, coming fully and completely back into the body, returning to the heart center. And I am complete.
I'm going to introduce the essence of rose, blooming rose, into the circle.
Mhm.
Take a deep breath. And then I'd like to invite everyone's inner childs into this mix to come out and play for a minute. I'd like you to visualize yourself inside the largest rose garden you've ever been in, surrounded by beautiful colors and smells, butterflies and bees and birds and dragonflies and every little insect that can muster its way around a rose garden. I'd like you to envision a large wheel, like a Ferris wheel, in the middle of that rose garden. And I'd like us all to invite our inner children to get on that Ferris wheel. Take a seat, hold on to the railing. It's about to start. Turning the wheel, it's starting to move. hold on. I'd like y'all to envision yourself holding on as it's starting to go around and around and around. Slowly at first, you look around, you see all the people standing outside the Ferris wheel, looking at you, smiling, waving at you. Beyond them, you see all the roses, you see all the greenery, you see all the birds, the clouds, the blue skies. I want you to feel yourself moving as the Ferris wheel starts picking up a little bit of speed, moving around and around and around. Or sorry, the merry-go-round. We're on a merry-go-round, everyone. And you see all your friends and your family on the outsides waving and smiling at you. You see all the other people, you don't know who they are. They're strangers, but they're still smiling and waving, and you smile and wave back as you go round and round and round. And as this merry-go-round picks up a little bit of speed, you notice little flecks flying off you, flying out into the crowd, little petals of roses like flying from you out into the crowd. And then there's more and more of these petals going as you are going around and around. And then you look down and you realize those petals are coming from your heart.
Mm.
And those petals are floating around, all around you, all around the people on the merry-go-round, and all around the people that are standing outside the merry-go-round, wisping and wafting in between their bodies, some settling on the ground beneath their toes, some landing on people's heads, some on their noses, some on the birds, some on the bushes, some on the grass. And as you notice yourself going around and you see these rose petals falling from you on to the other people as you're going around and around, you feel your heart chakra open more and more each time you go around. More and more rose petals go flying from your heart out into the world, gathering momentum. A slight breeze picks up and pushes those rose petals farther and farther away, farther out into the world, so far that you can't even see them anymore, but you know they're going, they're floating, they're flying away. They're running into people as they're walking, they're running onto people as they're driving, they're floating onto people as they're sitting on boats, people on planes, they're flying past the windows. They're everywhere now. They're just covering the world. All these rose petals that are coming from your heart and the person's heart next to yours and the person's heart next to them, and so on and so on. They just keep multiplying and multiplying until the world, as we see, we open our eyes and everyone's smiling and everyone's surrounded by loving, beautiful rose petals, and everyone's smiling, and everyone picks up the rose petals at their feet and throws them over their head in joy. And everyone looks around at each other in peace and harmony, with love brimming out of their heart, sowing out of every pore in their body, feeling such ecstatic love and happiness and contentment and connection, and just the golden light of God and its grace, the universe and its unhampered, unconditional love that everyone can feel. It is now open. It is now open for everyone to feel that unconditional love and happiness, joy and peace. Their heart is full, and so it is.
So it is.
So
Christina, I pass it to you.
So right now, I want you to take this moment to hold this space. Let your body, mind, and spirit feel the energy that's surrounding you as of right now, and also the energy within you. Now take both of your hands and place it by your heart chakra. I want you to take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Let your body sink. Again, one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. And you can say this out loud or within your mind. The affirmation for today is, I am thankful for the love in my life.
I am thankful.
I'm thankful
the
for the
love.
love in my life.
And so it is.
And so it is.
So
And I am complete. And I pass it to Cynthia.
Cynthia started us off, right?
Oh. Am
And
I the
I
last
will-
one?
Mhm.
I think so.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yes, you are.
That was perfect.
That was beautiful. Thank you all for the, see, I love this. We need to do this more often. Actually, I really like this. I've had that experience as a DJ when you do, it's called B2B, back to back, right? Where you, and sometimes you tag team where it's like, where you play a song and you have a basic general theme and you play a song and then the other person plays a song and they can't repeat a song. And so
Yeah.
like you're creating this mix like right on the spot. It's so amazing. And I just love everybody brought like their vantage point to it, which was really, really amazing. And now it's this huge like melting pot that we've created now that's like simmering and bubbling and, you know, sparkling, and that's really awesome. Thank you for reminding me about Rose, Jennifer, because that is really the highest vibration. And I'm going to bring, Eric has like Belgian rose, and it's like, we just kind of, we just breathe it. We like, you know, squeeze the bottle and you breathe it. And I'm going to bring that tonight to the event. I don't think I have anything else to say. Is there anything else that anybody else wants to say to be complete?
I just want to say thank you. And it was fun to be able to contribute to it as well, because I always get nervous and freak out. So it's good to practice like holding a session kind of like that, holding a space like that. So thank you all for indulging me.
Well, thank you for your contribution. I mean, here's the thing is like if you just said, I get afraid or nervous, like that's when you're not in alignment, right? Like when we have that fear, that's at that moment, that exact moment, you know. And I experienced it last night and this morning where I was starting to like, and even over the weekend a little bit, as I was unpacking, I was starting to stress because I was like, oh, there's so much stuff and my stuff is all over Eric's house. And when is he going to realize he's made a mistake having me move in? Like, all of that nonsense, right? And
Yeah.
and so we just do what we just did when those moments of fear come up.
I was able to just like kind of push it to the side and continue, and you know, just like, it doesn't have to be perfect, just go, just do it.
Yeah.
So because I don't know what I'm going to say, I don't know what's going to come out, I don't know what's going to happen, so it's just kind of like, don't be afraid, just let it, whatever's going to come out is going to come out, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Same here, Jennifer. I feel you.
Well, it's like giving ourselves permission to have it be messy,
Mm.
you know, like
Yeah.
But we're still gonna engage with it. We're not, I was gonna say we're gonna try, but I'm not the word try, but like, let's forge
Feel the
forward and
whoever said that, feel the fear and do it anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the last thing that I will say about that I started to say, but then I got a little tangential about it with you, Jennifer, was that when we're feeling the fear, it's when we're not in alignment, or that's the like that we're just like, I kind of feel like that happens when we're about to experience something big or a shift, and it's like no, like our identity doesn't want us to do that.
Yeah.
And ego doesn't want us to do that, and the lower vibration doesn't want us to be like all vibing high like that and connected. So all there is to do is to connect, to attach yourself to love, as you said. Like when we're here, there is no fear, there's no fear, there's no doubt. No,
Exactly.
like there's only partnership, there's connection, there's like, we are side by side, we are, you know.
Exactly. That's a good lesson for everyone to remember. Like you're always going to have those moments where you feel that fear or the nervousness or anxiety, and you just have to like connect yourself again and move forward, you know,
Yeah.
recognize it and go forward.
I had a huge shift with this several years ago. I was doing yoga, and now it was probably 12 years ago. It was before my first son was born. And I was doing yoga because I know it was good for me and my body needed it and all that, but I hated it. Like I would sweat and shake in a downward dog. That's supposed to be the easy resting pose, and I would sweat and shake. And like, how much longer do we have to do this? And but I'm a Taurus, so I just pushed my way through because I knew it was good for me. And then there came a moment where I realized the shift was, if this is difficult for me, then that means I need to do it more because those muscles are weak or tight. So instead of body, why are you so tight and weak? It's thank you, body, for telling me what I need.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hold this a little bit longer, one breath longer, and next time it will be easier than this time.
Right. Yeah.
And so that transfers to fear, because some years later, I had a big opportunity come up, and was processing my relationship with fear at the time, and it was very scary. And at first I said, oh, no, I can't because of all these reasons and excuses. And then realized, oh, hold on, I'm feeling fear. That's my sign that I have to do this. I have to say yes. So now when I feel fear, trepidation, that means, yes, I have to. So let's move forward.
Good points.
Awesome.
I
Well
hope that
said.
helps.
All right, my loves. I will see you Thursday evening, hopefully. Have a blessed and beautiful week. I'm gonna post, I'll post this in a little bit on the page, on the pages. And then I'll also post that Abraham Hicks that I listened to this morning. It was really good.
Yeah.
Really, it was a great reminder. And I was, yeah, anyway, I was listening to it while I was making coffee. Anyway, I'm sure we will have much more to share on Thursday, on these couple of days coming up, and bringing this love out into the world. So the phrase, I remembered it. I forgot one phrase before. May we feel love. May we see love. May we feel love. May we radiate love. May we receive love.
May we be a love sandwich.
May we be a love sandwich.
Whatever part you want.
I personally love mayonnaise, so I could.
I love Miracle Whip.
I like Miracle Whip.
I was not raised
I don't
with
like
Miracle
it.
Whip.
I'm going to put Miracle Whip on one side and mayonnaise on the other.
There you go. Oh my gosh. All right. I love you. We'll see you on Thursday.
Hey,
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.